Occoneechee Speedway. That's the name of it. That's where I went out to. The set of highlights you're going to see is from the Occoneechee Speedway Trail. And I stumbled on this thanks to the All Trails app. It recommended this place for me, and I was like, never heard of it. Didn't know what it was. So I was like, all right, let's go find out. And 40-minute drive through construction traffic and everything. I found this unique place that was so hidden. I missed the parking lot turn. I mean, it's just like a little gravel path into this parking lot. I was like, whoop, there it is. Siri was screaming at me like, you reached your destination. You reached your destination. And I was like, where is my destination? So anyways, Occoneechee Speedway Trail. And here's a little history about Occoneechee before I get into the highlights. It says the trail is a walking trail through natural and cultural history. The original track was a half-mile horse track built by Julian C. Carr for Occoneechee Farms. It was later expanded and used by NASCAR. This 44-acre site was placed on the National Register of Historic Places in May of 2002. It says 4 miles of trail take you along the banks of the Eno River, where you'll walk around the only surviving dirt speedway from NASCAR's inaugural 1949 season. The 1 mile oval Occoneechee/Orange Speedway was active from 1948 to 1968, attracting the best stock car drivers and thousands of spectators. It says today this unique outdoor site allows for a diverse range of activities and is enjoyed by hikers, joggers, and other enthusiasts, myself included. Okay, and with that said, there's a little history about Occoneechee Speedway. Here are the highlights. I don't know which, they're coming in one of these sides. And then I will give you a list of winners at this speedway. And the list of winners might surprise you, those who do know a lot about NASCAR. All right, here are the highlights, and then we'll get into that list of winners. Here we go. Famous names who won at this speedway: Fireball Roberts, Lee Petty, Herb Thomas, Curtis Turner, Buck Baker, Joe Eubanks is highlighted here, Richard Petty, Joe Weatherly, just reading through some names, Junior Johnson, Ned Jarrett, father of Dale Jarrett, who became a big superstar in NASCAR. And Richard Petty won the last race at this track. And this date went to the new Talladega Speedway, is what I was reading, when it was ready to go. So they took away this little dirt track and put it on that big 2.5 mile super speedway that is Talladega. Super Speedway is what they call it. Talladega is a neat place to watch. A lot of restrictor plate racing. If you don't know what restrictor plate racing is, that's where they restrict the cars at certain speeds. They all bunch up. Everybody's always looking for the big wreck. I watched a lot of NASCAR back in the day. Not as much these days. But anyways, those are some of the list of some of the winners. I'm going to go ahead and drop the date right here of when the episode will drop for this Occoneechee Speedway Trail. And in between, before that date hits, I'll be dropping some shorts along the way, little breadcrumbs that kind of lead you up to the big sandwich at the end of the week. So this will drop on Monday, and that's when you'll be watching this. If you're watching on Monday, then be looking for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, some shorts. And then on Friday, the big enchilada. So anyways, thanks for watching another episode of GoPro highlights and channel updates. I hope you're enjoying them. If you are, like, subscribe, do all that jazz, and we'll keep growing this channel. Take care, and as I record this on May the 4th, may the 4th be with you. Have a good one.